Hi, I'm Tim Hudson, and I'm a member of the Board of Directors of Canine Therapy Corps. I joined Canine Therapy Corps because I believe in and support its mission of helping people across our community overcome physical, emotional, and psychological challenges through animal-assisted therapy. I'd like to introduce you to Jacob. I met Jacob when I started my first job in Chicago, and he quickly became a mentor, a role model, and a friend. Jacob encouraged and pushed me to sharpen my skills and showed me how selfless acts of generosity to others strengthens all of us. Jacob has a brilliant mind and an open heart, but he suffered a terrible accident when he was hit by a bus while riding his bike. A few years ago, I was telling Jacob about my service to Canine Therapy Corps and the great work it does in our community. I watched as a wave of memory washed across his face as he realized that Canine Therapy Corps had played an important role in his own rehabilitation. I'm so proud that through Canine Therapy Corps, Jacob received what he deserved, the encouragement and selfless generosity that he had extended to me and to so many others over the years. Thanks, and here's Jacob.
On September 15th, 1998, I was riding my bicycle on Halsted, just a little bit south of Erie, and there was a number 8 bus behind me, and it went ahead of me and tried to pass me, and the bus ran over my left shoulder, and I sustained a pretty heavy head injury. So I was in a natural coma for about 3 days and a medically induced coma for about 3 weeks. And then they admitted me to what was then still called the Rehabilitation Institute of Chicago. And about 2 or 3 weeks into this, the person who was handling my occupational therapy suggested that I might want to go to the Chenery group. I met a dog. His name was Mondo. He was a giant black French poodle, and I sort of would learn how to walk him, even though I was in a wheelchair. I could, and I'd either had a good day, getting better, or I hadn't. You could tell that Mondo knew that, and he would react in a way that was appropriate. And by the last session, I was very hesitatingly walking, and apparently I don't remember this all that clearly because my memory's a little hazy because of the brain injury. I went right from being in a wheelchair to walking. Mondo goes nuts. I mean, he just goes insane. It's a memorable sight, and he was just so happy. And the lawyer I had didn't want me to attend any of the trial. The only thing he ever told me about in detail, because he said it was one of the most effective moments he'd ever seen in a trial, was when my dad was testifying. And my dad was born and raised in England, and he's a very reserved Englishman. He doesn't talk very much. And he'd gone through all these really hard things that I'd gone through in the course of my rehabilitation, and he had related them to the jury really, really, really very level-headed. And when he talked about Mondo having this reaction to seeing me walking, and my lawyer told me I didn't see this, he started weeping. He started crying, and he stopped crying, and he was silent for a little bit, and then he said, "I guess that showed me more than anything that we humans aren't the only intelligent animals." And my lawyer said that was like one of the neatest parts of the trial.